Where do you see the biggest challenges and opportunities in the specialty gases business and equipment business? And we talked earlier at the start of the show about, the high growth market and everybody wants to be in specialty gases. Are there any calls to action? Let's start with you, David.
Well, it's one of the things where, as we start to look at this market from a global perspective, then we have to figure out, as an equipment manufacturer, we have to figure out where do we fit, and what products can go where. You have obviously a lot of different countries that have a lot of different cylinder connections that we have to deal with on the equipment side. So that's certainly a concern there as we look at challenges for maybe taking our products out of the U.S. market and globally. How do we deal with the different cylinders that are out there? How do we deal with the different connections, the different gas mixtures that maybe we don't see so much in the U.S.? So all those things are a consideration, and it's something that we're trying to keep our pulse on so that we can be prepared when that market opens up and there's an opportunity to grow in that area. How can we as an equipment manufacturer effectively market and get our equipment into those areas?
Sure, thanks, David. And Blake, from an analytical point of view, if there's loads of companies coming into the market, I'm sure that's great for a company like Consai, but what would you say? What calls to action would you have?
Yeah, I mean, we're driven by the industry requests for analyses. So, whether it be moisture in stuff like hydrogen bromide or, trace sulfur and phosphine, we're always driven by those requests. So, we're analytical instrumentation to fulfill that need. And at the same time, we're also educating the customers on how to use the gas in some cases. As David had mentioned, having manifolds and regulators and valves and hardware tubing, all that stuff plays into the purity of the product that gets delivered to the final point, whether it's a tool or an analyzer. So, we're trying to provide not only information, but determine that information so that we can accurately and hopefully completely educate the customers in some cases.
Sure. And refrigerant gases, do you have some equipment and portable equipment for those?
Depending on the analyses requested, absolutely. We treat most gases as, well, are they nitrogen, helium, or hydrogen, argon, or are they the other things? So the other things, we can apply pretty much the same instrumentation for all the analyses. But depending on what the material is, they have different characteristics as far as retention time and behavior on different chromatographic columns. So yeah, we can provide analyses for different refrigerants and fluorocarbons, chlorocarbons, that kind of stuff. Maybe not all totally portable, but some can be portable instrumentation.
Sure, thanks, Blake. And finally to you, Gabby, for some closing thoughts. For anyone new to the industry or that's reappraising the specialty gases sector, what would you like to tell them? What do you think they need to know?
They need to know about our product offering, of course, and what is a challenge, by the way, is also, since it's a niche market, it's a very customized strategy with regards to the gas packaging. So different customers are using different technologies as far as this is concerned. And so we would really appreciate a bit more of a standardization in the industry, which would really increase the economies of scales. So that would be great. And we would like to educate our customers what we have available already. And in return, we would also appreciate how they use the gas, what is important for them to keep control of.